Hey, did you hear? We did a thing. We're now on Patreon. Come and check us out. Hello, hello. Welcome to Ram and Goat Astrology. I am your host, Laura Lee.
And I am Helena. And here we are yet again. Yet
Yay.
another episode.
I'm so glad we're back to weekly. I like the weekly.
Yeah, same.
We were doing bi-weekly for a while just because life was really chaotic when Saturn and Neptune were doing their dance together. And we were like, let's keep this going. But we had to be a little bit more patient with things and let the nebulousness play out. If you missed our Saturn-Neptune episode, check that out. It was just last week. So
yeah.
This
Please
week
do. That's something that's gonna continue for a long time. That conjunction is very, very interesting, actually.
It is.
Yeah.
And now this week we're diving into the rest of August and the transits for the rest of August. What is the weather, the astrological weather, going to be like? What do you think?
Oh, what I think before looking, just
What's your instinct?
I have a feeling that it will be like a lot of like fated energy.
Ooh.
I do know that, I mean, soon the eclipse season is gonna start. So the full moon we just had was the last full moon before the eclipse season. So I feel like things are gonna start getting into that sphere of the eclipse world of like very fated kind of energy. And very like Saturnian. I feel like there's a lot of things happening now that's gonna either like it will propel us in some kind of direction. Whatever we choose to do with this.
Yeah. I think I'm excited. It's Virgo season, so I really like Virgo season. I don't have Virgo particularly lit up in my natal chart with planets, but it's in my 4th house, and I love when it gets activated because usually something gets organized or cleaned, or projects that have been sitting stagnant for a while get activated and moved, and I get so excited during Virgo season.
Me too. I love it.
So let's start out. We're starting with August 17th.
Yeah.
So we've got Mercury in Leo, and now Mercury is going direct. So as of August 11th, Mercury is going direct and still in Leo. And now this is going to be a lovely little sextile to Mars in Libra. So nice, easy conversation with our planet of our mind and our logic, chatting with the planet of action and drive.
Yeah, and you could think that we are repeating ourselves from the last transit episode because we finished off on August 14th with a Mercury Mars sextile, but it's correct. We're again going through that transit. It's happening yet again. So that's interesting. I think that we're gonna have the Mercury sextile Mars for like on and off for like a week almost.
Yes.
Which is sort of nice.
I love it because it is those sextile conversations, for those of you that don't know what that means, it is a conversation that is quick and fairly easy. And if you're not paying attention, you can miss it. And it is a potential energy that could really yield some amazingness if you pay attention to it. But a lot of people tend to miss it because it is so quick. So when your mind and your body are having a nice, easy conversation in the sign of boldness and daring and the sign of peace and harmony and justice, we have a really nice blend of energies of being bold to create peace, being courageous to fight for justice, being daring and heart-centered with our mind and our words to then take action to create more harmony.
Yeah.
I love this energy.
Yeah.
What a great way to start. So what do you think about this one for global energy?
I feel like it's great. It's a great way for like globally for if you're wanting to speak your mind politically or it doesn't have to be politically. Most things are political in like when it boils down to it. Your values, everything can be politicized, I guess, even if you don't use that word. But I feel like this Mercury sextile Mars is a great way to shape and form a way of direction. So if you are wanting to move ahead with something, with like it could be anything organizationally, like you wanting to get things organized and
taking action is such a
yeah,
big deal when Mars is involved.
yeah,
Right? Taking that in initiating action. And because it's in Libra, we can do it with friends. We can do it with community. We can do it with other people. Libra is a very intellectual air sign, and usually we have other people involved when there's air signs involved.
yes,
So
yes,
I love that.
yes.
Then August 22nd, our lovely sun in the sky enters into Virgo.
Yeah, as a like a lot of days in between uh direct like exact transits here.
Yeah.
So we go from the 17th and then all the way to the 22nd when yeah, we have that ingress.
Yeah, we get to use that
And we have a new
Mercury.
moon.
We get to use that Mercury Mars energy to like propel us into
I
the
like
Virgo
it.
season. And then we have a new moon in Virgo that same day, August 22nd. I love that.
Yeah. Yeah, and I was gonna say one more thing about that sextile because when there's not so many transits going on at the same time, the ones that do happen get a lot more spotlight. You can feel them a lot more. So with this Mercury sextile Mars, like usually we wouldn't feel a sextile that much, but this one is going to be so much more present. Like we're going to be able to feel that a lot more. So there's a lot of potential within this sextile. So yeah, for sure, try and make use of these days with that
Yeah.
sextile.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yes.
And then use that to propel you into that Virgo season where we prepare for, the harvest, right? This is harvest season.
Yeah.
And it's definitely accurate for over here. This is when our apples and our pears, our aronia berries, our grapes, everything is ready with our fruit, of course, our garden too. So it is definitely a harvest season over here. And we get to do those daily tasks of tending to our needs, our food needs, preparing our food, processing food, organizing, cleaning, weeding the garden, right? Whatever it is, doing those daily routines is very highlighted during Virgo season.
Yeah. And a new moon in Virgo, it just feels so much like back to school kind of energy, like summer break's over, you have to start putting on real clothes and like buy new pens and maybe people don't use pens anymore. But you know what I mean? Like get things in order, check out your calendar, like, oh, do I need to be some places at certain times?
Did you
And
say maybe
just
people don't use pens anymore? Did you just say that?
yeah, I don't know. I don't know. Like in schools, maybe kids just use computers.
I hope they use
I
pens.
don't know.
You guys use
I hope
pens,
so.
okay? If you don't write with a pen or a pencil, do it. It's important
Yeah,
skill.
it's actually a great like for like what's called motorics.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, motor
Is
skills.
it called that? Yeah.
Motor skills.
Yeah, motor skill. Yes, it's great. So please use a pen and circle your calendar for this new moon.
Yeah, so that's going to happen on the 22nd of August, which is a Friday. What a really great day. So
Uh-huh.
this is a great day to bring in and reflect on all of the Virgonian energy. So Virgo energy is analytical. It's meant for us to analyze where we are not being healthy with our daily routines, with how we're treating ourselves. And it's not meant so that we can judge and shame ourselves. Okay. That's not the vibration Virgo wants. It's meant to analyze and then make choices to improve and be healthy, not analyze to judge and cut ourselves down. That's the low vibe we, grew up with baby boomers and all of that vibe. We don't want that anymore. We want to analyze for health. That's what Virgo is really asking for. So this new moon on Friday the 22nd, start to plan new things in your life. So my son actually gets home from camp. He's been gone for 2 weeks, and he gets home from camp actually the 14th of August. And one of the things that we're doing as a family is completely redoing our food, the way we eat. So we're totally demolishing the pantry, and we're doing a massive sugar cleanse. That's what we're doing. We're taking out all of the foods that contain additional sugar, everything. So whether that's yogurt or whether that's crackers or whatever that has hidden sugars, we are creating massive awareness around that. And we're making a huge shift around our sugar intake. This should be really interesting. But what a Virgo thing to do.
That's perfect.
And we're all going to be working on allowing ourselves to have yummy treats, but making them. So the kids and I have been going on Pinterest, printing off recipes that are similar to what we eat, but have alternative things like honey or agave or things like that. So graham crackers, right? Making graham crackers with honey and our own stuff instead of preservatives and extra sugar and everything.
Yeah.
That's our Virgo plan. What's
yours? Good girl. That's amazing. I just made a blueberry pie with lots of syrup and sugar.
I'm not, but because it's not Virgo season yet. It's okay. You can still do that.
It's not Virgo season, and
still Leo.
It had blueberries in it. It had lots of antioxidants that probably disappeared from all the sugar.
Balance.
Anywho, balance.
Yep.
So next thing coming up is August 24th. We have now Sun in Virgo in a square to Uranus in Gemini.
Yep.
So squares are always a little challenging.
They are. They bring about a little bit of conflict, internal conflict. So
yeah. Sun, I think of like vitality a lot. So like just when the sun is square to Uranus, I just think that, vitality wise, we're gonna feel very drained because Uranus can really hit that sweet spot in our nervous system and just like shoot it out. Like it might just be very overstimulated.
Yeah.
And it might be
the overstimulation is huge for this, you guys. I think August 24th, if you are somebody like me who's got just kind of a heightened nervous system and is extra sensitive nervous system, whenever the sun is square to the planet that rules our electrical system, this frequency hits us and it causes our electrical panel to kind of vibrate a little bit higher, a little bit off, a little bit it's a little gritchy. It's a little uncomfortable. So take note to stay flexible, to breathe, to ground, and really learn that you're going to have some adapting energy. You're going to have to learn how to balance this extra energy coming at us that's tension filled.
Yeah. So and like this could look like, the sun being in Virgo now, you're sitting there with your calendar and you're checking out like what recipes should we make to make our lives healthier, and you're just getting slammed with information from left and right, people saying different things, and you're just like in the end you're like, I don't know anything anymore. What am I doing with my life? I'm bad, you know?
Yep. Which is that low vibe of Virgo I just talked about, right? The judgment.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
Don't do that. If you catch yourself on that, go do something to support your nervous system, especially music. Music has a frequency and a vibration that helps us to channel that, whether that's shaking our booty or, moving our shoulders or however it moves you, right? To get that extra vibration kind of balanced out.
So I would say for that day, don't plan anything. Like plan a day where you can be in your body and not in your head. Maybe if you go to like classes of meditation or yoga, try and plan a class like that for this day.
Or even to the beach or anywhere, right? Just go something where you can go and there is a freedom. Anytime Uranus is involved, we have to have some freedom to do the thing that feels really good to us. And of course, Sun in Virgo is all about improving our health. So go put your feet in the water, go take a walk on the beach, and go sit in the park and watch a dog but make sure you're doing something to incorporate it into your daily routine.
Yeah.
All right.
For sure.
So that's the 24th. That's a Sunday. Then on Monday, our lovely pal Venus, we love her, our value system, the way we do relationships and make money, moves into Leo. So now we can be a little bit more bold and courageous with our relationship
dramatic
to money. Maybe we've been wanting to put something out there or promote ourselves in a new way for bringing in income. Hey, look, we have apples for sale. We have aronia berries for sale. That's what I have to do. You can use this to promote yourself. So this is a phenomenal energy for promoting. And if you are looking for love, if you are looking for a relationship, again, promote yourself during this time.
This could also be a time when you're like, you know what? I've been wanting to get like those really expensive sheets. Maybe now I'm just gonna do it.
Yes.
Because Venus in Leo is very like you want to be surrounded with things that royalty would have. Like you're like, I should have that really expensive lamp because it's beautiful, and why should I not?
Right? Or
You
going
know?
to get your fancy haircut, or getting your hair dyed the right way you like it, or
Yeah.
your looks, right? Maybe there's a slightly dramatic flair. Maybe you add like purple, or
Yeah.
something sparkly. You get your face pierced or something, right?
It gets your face
right, like an
pierced.
eyebrow ring or a nose ring, or like something dramatic with a little bit of like, ooh, she was brave to do that, or a new tattoo, or something dramatic.
Yeah, just be mindful, like with your money a little bit, because Leo likes expensive stuff.
Mindful with your money. That's funny.
Yeah. Yes. Come on, guys. I'm just trying to look out for us here.
You're hilarious. Honestly, this is the time of year when your money's going to just like go down the drain if you're not careful. So, like,
because Venus is in a trine to Saturn also on this day. So, I mean, that could also mean a lot of great things. Of course, that can mean like you invest in something that karmically will be great for you, and or just will be great for your business.
It feels business-like. If you're going to invest or put money into something, it should be your business. If you're like, oh, I've been meaning to buy this software, or I've been meaning to invest in this particular coach. When Venus moves into Leo and is trine with Saturn and Aries, Aries is something new and Saturn is being disciplined about it. So you've probably been thinking about this for a while. This is probably something that's been on your mind, and you've been like looking at it, maybe researching it for a while. And now, boom, August 25th, take action.
Yeah.
It's a Monday. It's a great day to do that. Launch something new on this Monday.
To start something.
And of course, now the sun's in Virgo. So we have this analytical energy helping to support that as well. So if you've been wanting to start a business, move your business, anything with rules, regulations, that kind of thing, and you're waiting for the time to move it forward, August 25th.
The next day is a very interesting day for Venus as well.
Yeah, it is.
Because Venus is getting busy. So the day after, on August 26th, we now have Venus in Leo sextile to Uranus because, just because it's there. At the same time, Venus in a trine to Neptune, and also in an opposition to Pluto.
She is really busy, isn't she?
Yeah. So, on the 25th, when you're thinking about what should I invest in, make sure it's an investment and not something that just is sparkling at the moment and you're just buying it just because.
Yes. And there's where we use that sun in Virgo again to analyze. And where we use that Saturn and Aries to take our time before we take the risk.
Yeah.
This is important information, you guys.
This is a very interesting day. Like with the sextile to Uranus in Gemini, this tells me like, it's very like breezy, like easy breezy, but like in a very like, chaotic way. So easy breezy, insert some chaos. Like a day where you can bump into people that you haven't seen for a while, and it will be fun. Or you will just stumble on things because Uranus is very like things out of nowhere. At the same time, with the trine to Neptune, I feel like it could be like you have this pull to a person, and then you just bump into somebody like, I've been thinking about you, like, and you just show up here. That's amazing. And then the opposition to Pluto, like maybe this person, if we're going with this story, maybe this person that you haven't seen for a while and you've been thinking about, and now you just karmically, like, bumped into, you're going to be able to maybe have some sort of resolution or like a conversation or like something that is going a lot deeper than you would have expected. Like this could be
something that transforms you that you didn't expect, right? You run into this person and they bring this new idea, or they're like, and you're like, hey, what have you been doing lately? And they're like, oh, I'm involved in this, that, and the other thing. And you're like, whoa. Yeah, I didn't know that was a thing. And now suddenly this just because Pluto is in Aquarius. And so this is just new energy. And if it's somebody you haven't seen in a while and you haven't maybe been following them, and suddenly they bring a new idea. We've got Uranus and Gemini involved here, Pluto and Aquarius involved here, and then Neptune and Aries involved here, you guys. This is all like, didn't see it coming. Did not see it. Came out of the fog and smacked me in the face and was like, whoa.
Yeah, for
Holy
sure.
shit.
And I used the other person as just as an example, but Venus could also be your a bank system, like your money. Could have to do with like other things that you value. Like this doesn't have to be other person, but it can be. It can be a friendship. It
I feel
can
like
be
it would
your
be
money.
another person, but you're right. It doesn't have to be, but I feel like for most of us, there would be some other person involved. Just because,
Yeah,
especially
at
with
least to
Gemini
reflect that.
there
Yeah.
and Aquarius there, we got Gemini, Uranus, Pluto, Aquarius. That's those air elements usually bring in somebody.
Yeah.
Right.
Your values are just going to be mirrored heavily on this day.
And probably shaken up. Right?
Yes.
You thought you valued things this way, and suddenly you run into this person, right? This is just the example we're going with. And now suddenly they like show you a new way to value things or bring a new idea into your value system that you just wait, what?
Yeah.
That's a thing? You just didn't see it coming. Neptune and Aries, you guys. That is new idea coming at you out of the fog. So I love August 26th. This is a really fun day. We've got these 3 transits. So let's go over it again. We've got Venus is in Leo, okay? And she's sextile to Uranus and Gemini. She's trine to Neptune and Aries. And she's opposite Pluto and Aquarius. I think this is going to be circle the 26th. This is going to be a really stunning day for new ideas.
Yeah.
Really, for all of us.
Yeah. And just like observe yourself, observe what shows up value wise for you. Like what of your values, maybe it's like you see something that you need to renew. Maybe you have changed your values. Maybe it will be something about values because Venus just moved into Leo. Venus just had a trine to Saturn the day before. It's so much Venus, Venus, Venus. So it's asking us to take a look at our value system.
Yeah. Really being bold and courageous with our value system. Maybe we haven't honored it lately because we've been worried too much about what the other person thinks, or we've been living in our old paradigm and we haven't quite made the decision to make the change. Now is the time to live in our authentic paradigm that is true for us, and recognize that the old way of doing things has to die. It really does. And that Pluto Aquarius is letting us know big time, even though the governments are trying to hold on, right? And the people are going, nope, this isn't working anymore. We value community. We value collective, housing the unhoused. We value food for everybody. We actually don't value you asshole billionaires anymore. So, we're not going to give you our attention. We're going to take that and put it towards the collective. Uranus and Gemini, Pluto Aquarius, right? And of course, Neptune and Aries. So that's a really interesting day. I'm excited for it, especially for those of us who are really stepping into courageous new adventures. So great support for you. And then we have 1 transit left.
I know. I just saw. I was like, is this something wrong here?
No.
What? On August 28th, we have the last transit for the month.
Yeah. Just a shorty.
Yeah.
So this one is Uranus and Gemini again. So our nervous system, right? Our authenticity and living to our truest potential. And this is having this sextile conversation, this easy breezy conversation with Neptune and Aries. So this is another one we could miss. But I would say this is like an awakening. This is definitely wake up to this new paradigm that we were just talking about from 2 days before on the 26th. Now on the 28th, this is almost like, here's your sign. Here's your billboard. Here's the clarity you've been looking for, or the answer you've been waiting for. That Neptune and Aries, again, coming out of the fog and boom, in your face. And then Uranus and Gemini suddenly switching from one viewpoint to another. And this is big external energy of, global stuff. These are outer planets. So this could definitely be an ideal time for you to reflect on what is it you're here to leave in this world. What is your authentic, unique, eclectic gift, Uranus, that you're here to compassionately leave in a fun way for the world, Neptune and Aries.
Yes. Oh, wow. Yeah, definitely. I feel like Uranus being in Gemini, um, and then talking to Neptune and Aries, this will be from Uranus and Gemini, sort of coming with giving you some sort of information. Like it will be information just being handed to you, like, ooh,
like
here
a
you go.
billboard. Yeah, it feels
Yeah,
like you're driving
exactly.
down the road and there's your billboard. There's your
Yeah.
sign. Hey,
Yeah.
Helena, here's what you need to blah, 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 blah. And you're like,
Exactly.
wow.
Exactly. Like just someone handing you a flyer with a number to call it, like, oh, I've been looking to blah blah blah, and here I just have a flyer in my hand with a number to call someone to mow my lawn or whatever you were looking
Right.
for.
Right.
And sextile being to Neptune and Aries, that is very interesting because Neptune is so, yeah, like about compassion and about spirituality and religion, about oneness pretty much.
Yes.
And being an Aries, wanting us to put all of this foggy, nebulous themes into the material world.
Yeah.
So we could actually like take action on our everything that I just said. And then with Uranus Gemini handing you information to do how to do that. Perhaps.
This is, I feel like if you are somebody who is learning to tune into source, learning to listen to your spirit homies, really learning to tune in to your guides, this is a great day to really watch for your sign, listen for your sign, ask your spirit team for a very clear energy, right? Very clear. Like send me a pelican, right? Send me a red Lego, whatever it is. This is a really good energy for that type of interaction. Like it's like the veil is thinner, right? Or the it's easier to access our team of spirit people on the other side. So this is a great day to embrace that we are all spiritual beings. No matter how your messages show up, whether it's in a dream, whether it shows up when you're sewing curtains or, you know, playing with your kid on the floor, it doesn't matter. You'll get your message if you ask.
For sure. I feel like I was pretty spot on when you asked me before we started looking at the transits how the rest of the month was going to feel.
I love that.
All right.
Oh, I love that. What an interesting little rest of August. It was short and sweet, but powerful.
Yeah.
Short and sweet, but really aligning our values.
Yes.
Which, as where we are in a global society, we all do need to recognize how closely tied in we are together and our values of oneness on this planet, right? We cannot keep killing the planet in the ways we are. We can't keep mining for, you know, all of these lithium and all this for batteries, and we can't keep putting plastic in the oceans. Like we can't do that shit anymore. And the values system aligning with all of us, I think, is part of what we globally are starting to feel.
Yeah. Okay.
I love this.
All right.
That was short and sweet. I like it.
Sweet and powerful.
Well, thank you for listening, everybody, to this lovely second half of August transit episode. We appreciate it, and share this with somebody who needs this information. And then, as always, like and comment and give us your feedback. We love to hear from you. And if you have any show ideas or if you want to be on the show, just shoot us an email. We would love to have you.
Thanks, and everybody. Subscribe.
Oh, yes. Subscribe too. Thanks, everybody.
Bye.
Bye.
Thank you for joining us on this episode of Ram and Goat Astrology. You can support the show by buying us a coffee or a tea. Link in the show notes. Your financial support means the world to us. Join us next time.